Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bringing another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a seraph above, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments, awake the pert and nimble spirits of mirth, and turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Fair Hippolyta, I will thee with my sword and won thy love. Doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key. With pomp, with triumph, and with brevity.
Happy Theseus, our renowned youth.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, my gracious duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens. Thou hast by moonlight set her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair. Rings, gauds, conceits, necks, trifles, nosegays, sweet meats, messengers of strong vehemence, and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filled my daughter's heart. Turn to her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine. I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, and may be provided in that case.
Aye. What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one, and to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in his kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked it with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you not yield up to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mute, to love a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold fruitless moon. But thrice blessed is the rose distilled on that which on the withering thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Here will I yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the seeming day, bewitch my lover meet for everlasting bond and fellowship. And upon that day, prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have a father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Why don't you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. As she is mine, and all I right of her, I do state unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes in every way is fairly raked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And, which is all more than these boasts can be, I'm beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nedar's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry, upon this spotted and inconstant man. I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius too thought to have spoken enough, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yield you up, and by which no means we may extenuate to death, but to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
The life from want of rain, which I could well be teeming from the tempests of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale of history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else it was misgraft in respective years,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And then a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross. As due to love is thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child, and she respects me as her only son. From Athens is a house of remote 7 leagues. Nay, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once to do observance to a morn of May with Helena, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's dove, by that which in its souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than even women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow will I truly meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helen.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Wait, call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet and more tunable than lock to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, what favor so? Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, and my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue, sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'll give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
And the more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned to heaven into a hell.
Helen, to our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage and watery glass, decking with liquid pearls of lady grass, a time that lowest flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms at our counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight, from lover's food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena and you. As you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
How happy some other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know at all that he do know. And as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is a winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath the love's mind any judgment taste. Wings, not eyes, figure on needy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he held down oaths that he was only mine. But when this halesome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I would tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. For here in me night to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither, and back again.
Is all our company here?
You had best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name. We thought fit through all of Athens to play an interview before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyrrhus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for the proceed.
You Nick Bottom are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will add some tears in the troupe performing it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. And to the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Urkel's rarely, or part to Terracated to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far and make him mar the foolish fates. This was naughty. Now name the rest of the players. This is Urkel's vein, a lover's vein. A lover's more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mended.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is a lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, face, let not me play a woman. I have a beard. Come in.
That is all one. You shall play to the mass, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Disney, Disney.
No, no. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother.
Oh.
Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here's the play fit.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do an example. What is nothing but roaring?
Let me play the lion too. For I will roar. And that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar. And that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
You should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all.
Every brother,
Even your mother. I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies after their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar. You as to any sitting down, I will roar. You as to any nightingale.
You can play no proper pyramid. No pyramid is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as much as seen a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play pyramid.
Well, I will undertake it. Name what beard I will best to play it in.
Why would you win?
Why, I will discharge it neither your red tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your perfect yellow.
Send me a face enough that I have done. Then you will play bareface. But masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come to by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. But in the meantime, I shall draw bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, masters, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's all to meet.
Enough. Hold their bow-cut strings.
wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. We do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And we serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in those gold coat spots, you see? Those be rubies, fairy favors. In their freckles live their savors. You must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl on every cowlip's ear. Farewell, thy lovely spirits will be gone. Our queen and our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within sight. Her Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because as she is her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the lovely boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in Grover Green, by fountain clear, or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape making quite, or else you that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Aren't you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, bootless makes the housewives chirp, and sometimes labors in the corn, and those that hard goblin call you, and sweet puggy do their work? Aren't you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and beef-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, and very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest stands, telling the saddest tale. Sometime for 3 foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and there cries, and falls into a cough, the whole choir holds their hips and laughs. and acting in the mirth and ease and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But womb berries, here comes Oberon.
And here our mistress that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Sorry, skip hence. I forsworn his very company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here come from the farthest depth of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buckskin mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus.
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring may we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin to the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brows thou hast disturbed our sport.
Do amend it then. It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The very land bides not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she, being mortal of that boy, did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this would intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will but patiently dance in our rounds and see to our moonlight revels, join us. But if not, shun me and I shall spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall shine down right by longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle dove, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
At that very time, I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took at a furthest star throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, so it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on, in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolts of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, and now purple with love's womb. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, hereby shoot thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make old man or woman madly dote upon the next light creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb. Be thou here again ere the Leviathan consume a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can't take it with another herb, I'll make her render up a page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible. Go. I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
Where is Lysander and fair Hermia?
The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood, and here am I, and more within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave me your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. Demetrius, I am your spaniel, and the more you beat me will I farm you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave unworthy as I am to follow you. What was a place could I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect for me, to be used as you use your dog.
Tame not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of this desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds a chase. The dove pursues a griffin. The wild hind makes speed to catch a tiger, bootless speed. When cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions, let me go! Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I'll do thee mischief in the wood.
I am the temple and the town and the field, you do me mischief! For I, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my set! We cannot fight for love as men may do. We must be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll run from me, and make a heaven out of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? How wander?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows, white over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a berry in. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come, now round on the third song. Then for the third part of a minute hence. Come to kill cankers in the musk rosebud. Some war and rare mice for their leathern wings to make mouse coats. And some keep back the clamorous owl, which nightly and wonders at our great spirits. Sing me now to sleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
what thou seest when thou dost awake. Do it for thy true love take, love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I had forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed. For upon this bank will I rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take this and sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's confidence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchain with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single cross. And then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much be true my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter, till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I. And then in life before I am loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wish's eyes be pressed. No!
Through the forest have I gone, with Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised Athenian maid. Oh, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power of this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay not, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayers, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not by salt tears, and so mine are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do run away with fear. And therefore no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine have made me compel with Hermia's fairy eyes. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep, I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if thou livest, throw away!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
No, do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What, though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia?
Oh, yes.
No. Thus I do repent the tedious minutes I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until season. So I, being young, till now, not ripe to reason. And now touching the point of human skill, reason becomes martial to my will, and leads me to your eyes where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, not never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eyes? But you must flout my insufficiency? Oh, good wrong you do me, wrong good self you do, and such a disdainful man of me to woo. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should have another, that will be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Oh, Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as the surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that then do leave, are then later hated by those they did deceive. So my surfeit and my heresy have all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your might to honor Helena and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck the sprawling serpent from my breast! I mean, so pity. What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing? God, no sound, no word! Alas, where are you? Speak as if you hear, speak of our love! I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive that you would not nigh. Either death or you will I find immediately.
Yo ho, an active life for me.
How we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This house don't break, our tearing house. And we will do tonight as we will do it before the Jew.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a locket, a parlous fear.
I believe we must lead a killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords. To tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Barton the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
We shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Now, masters, you ought to consider yourselves to bring in, God shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a
a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. The same thus, or to the same effect. Ladies.
No.
Or, fair ladies. I would wish you.
No.
Or, I would request you.
No.
Or, I would entreat you. Not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life.
No.
I am no such thing. I am a man.
No.
As other men are. And let him tell them plainly that he is snug the joiner.
We shall have, well, that may be then all's well. But there's another thing. We must have moonlight in the chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it does shine that night.
Why didn't we remain here for the chamber of the great chamber window at the casement where we opened at the casement and opened at the casement, and then we opened at the casement?
Aye, or else one must come in with the bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and say he comes to this figure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. Well, you know, Pyramus and Thisbe, said the story, dig top to the cheek of a wall.
We can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Nay, we must have a wall, and he must hold his fingers thus, and to that cranny shout Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all's well. Come every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. After you have spoken your speech, enter into the break. And so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen husbands are we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A playtor! I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe! The flowers of Odia savor sweet.
Odors! Odors!
Odors savor sweet. So hast thy breath, thy Thisbe dear. But hark a voice. Stay here but a while, and to thee I will appear.
A stranger Pyramus that never played here.
Must I speak now?
I made him must do. For you must understand, he goes but to see a voice that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Most radiant pyramid. Most radiant.
No.
Most radiant. Most willing white of view. Of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. Most frisky juvenile and utmost lovely Jew. As true as to his loss, that yet will never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man. For you must not speak that yet that he has to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all.
Cute and all.
Pyramus, answer. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
As true as loss, that yet will never tire.
Oh, monsters! Oh, strange! We are hunting! Brave monsters! Fly monsters!
Follow you! I'll lead you about a round. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn. Like horse, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Oh, Bottom, that was changed. What is it I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass's head of your own, do you?
Lassie, Bottom! Lassie! Thou art translated!
say, Avery, this is to make an ass of me. Fight if they could. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here and I will sing. That I will show them that I'm not afraid. The ounce of cold so black and blue, with orange tawny veil, the frost of wind is not so true. The redwood little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-song cuckoo gray, whose note full of many a man mark, and dare not answer, nay. Pardon me, who has said his wit is so foolish, bird, though he cry, cuckoo, never so.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, speak again. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
You should have little reason for that. And yet to say, reason and love doth keep little company together nowadays, and nay, I can blink upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
But if I were going to run out of this wood, I would.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed. Ready? Good night. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal! Hail, mortal! Hail! Hail!
I beseech your worship's name. I call your worship's name heartily.
Calvin.
Ah, Mistress Calvert, if I shall cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, Mistress Calvert. Your name, honest spirit.
Peas blossom?
Ah, good Mistress Peas Blossom. That same giant count like Huxley hath devoured many children of your house. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, Mistress Peas Blossom. Your name, I beseech you, spirit.
Mustard seed?
Ah, good Mistress Mustard Seed. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good mistress.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Treat him silently.
Titania be await. Then that which next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What nitro now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, what the monster is in love. Near to her close her consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shadow's thick skin of that barren sort, who pyramids presented in their sport, forsook his scene, and entered in a break. When I did him at disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mirror comes, when they him spy. As wild geese at the creeping fowler eye, or russet padded coughs, many a sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves, and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. And at our stamp, here over and over when falls, he murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, make senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. Oh, I led them on this distracted fear, and left sweet pyramids translated there. But in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
It falls off better than I can devise. Ah, but hast thou yet latched the Athenian eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, a force she must be I.
Oh, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman. But not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you he that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I'm a child, but I should use thee well. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou wast slain Lysander in his sleep, bring your shoes in blood, plunge in deep, and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should the murder look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her shimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
How, dog? How, cur? Thou drivest me past the bonds of maiden patience. Hast thou murdered him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true even for my sake. Dost thou look upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch, cannot a ram, another do so much? Another did. Full doublet tongue than thine, thou serpent, never stung!
You spent your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get that for?
A privilege, never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. I'll fancy 6 years in pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cross the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes, again she doth hear.
Oh, I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. If thou wakest when she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band,
Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we thereupon pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that we fought preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow I weep, and thou so born in a nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you? There ain't the badge of faith to prove them true.
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her on? Wait, oh, the thoughts in you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh. Both is a lie in his tales.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
No, none in my mind. Now you give her on.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! Goddess! Near perfect! Divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how right you show. My lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow.
Oh, spite. Oh, hell. I see they are all bent to set against me for no merriment. If you were civil and courtesy. If you were man on men, you are in show. You would not feel the gentle lady's soul. To bow, you would praise my eyes. But I am sure you hate me with your heart. You will both rival. I love Hermia. I now both rival. God had neither. A dream exploit, a manly enterprise. To conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. Madam noble soul would so offend the virgin. And extort your poor soul patient. Fall to make you spoil.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in loving Hermia, I yield you of my part. And yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never to mock us ways, no idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none, if e'er I loved her. All that love is gone. My heart to her, but as a guest, why sojourn? And now to Helen. Is it home returned, there to remain?
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou wilt buy it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not when mine eye my ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that will not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more angled tonight than all yon fiery oaths in the eyes of light? Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? 'Tis the hate I bear thee that made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia must have wobbling of one song, both in one. Gone to a double chariot. He departed, but yet the joy in one wishes. To be lovely very foolish and one dim. Two seeming bodies, but to one heart. Two of the first like hosts in heraldry. Jubilant to one and crown. Stop it! With one crown! And will you roam the angels home as a thunder? And joy with men? And scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly! 'Tis not maidenly! Hard sex as well as I may chide you for it. Who I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Nymph. Divine and rare.
Divine and rare. Precious.
Celestial.
Oh.
Wherefore speak to her he hates, and wherefore does life deny your love to break within his soul, and turn to me possible affection, but by your touching on, by your consent.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon your eyes, wink at each other, hold thy sweet jest up. This sport well carried on me wonderful. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, oh, you would not make me such an argument. But say you well to folly my known faults, which death or absence so shall remedy.
But stay, Dr. Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent! Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can't compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. By that which I will lose to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more.
Then he can't. If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick!
Lysander, where to test on this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No.
No, you'll seem to break loose, take arms would follow, yet come not. You are a tame man, so...
Hang up, thou cat! Vile thing, let loose, lest I shake thee from me like a serpent!
Why are you growing so rude? What changes this sweet life?
Thy love, out tawny toddler, out loneliness and hate potions hence.
Do you not just...
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would, I had your bond, for I perceive a weak one holds you. I'll trust not your word.
Yeah, what? Shall I bet her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her soul.
Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Am not I Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was there while. Since night you loved me yet. Since night you left me. Why then you left me? How the gods forbid. In earnest shall I say?
I by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. So therefore beyond of hope, of question, of doubt, be set in nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee. And my Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You take the blossom! You feeble plum! What have you come by night and stolen my love heart from him?
By my faith! Have you no maiden shame? No modesty? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear your impassioned? My gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit! You counterfeit!
What are you? Why, sir? Hi, that way goes the thing. Now I perceive that she'll make a plan. Between us such. She has her height, and with her personage, her sole personage. Her height pursuit she has prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? Am I not yet so low? But that my nails can reach into thine eye! I pray that you must be just a minute and not curse me!
Though I was never cursed, I have no given I'm right made for my coward! You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her!
Lower! Hark again!
Who could have you not be so bitter with me? I am almost in love, you have made did I make you feel counsel? Never wronged you! Say that in love to Demetrius. I told him of yourself into this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him. But he has kept me hence! And threatened to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too! Quiet will you
not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a veteran when we went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little. Again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer me to flirt with us? Let me
What? You minimus of hindering not grass made? You bead? You acorn?
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Take not her part. Speak not of Helena. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest to try who is most right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jaw.
You, mistress. All this coil is love of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer will stand your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for fray. My legs are long enough to run away!
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Ah, thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog, as black as Archeron, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way.
Light to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue.
Then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong,
And sometime rail thou like Demetrius.
and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with laden legs and fatty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sleep. And when they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And again, to Athens shall the pairs of lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. And whilst I in this affair do the employ, all to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then her charmed eye will release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste. For night swift dragons cut the clouds full-faced, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts, wandering here and there, troop home to churchyards, damn spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fearless days should lift their shames upon. They willfully themselves exile from light, and must a consort with black-browed night.
Ah, but we are spirits of another sort. I with morning love have oft made sport. Like a forester, the groves may tread, even to the eastern gate all fiery red. Opening up on Neptune, its fair blessed beams, turns in yellow gold its salt green streams. But, notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business, yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
What art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Don't run away, thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Oh, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookest for wars, and will not come? Come, thou child, come, recreant. I'll whip thee with a raw here's the file that draws the sword on thee.
Yea, Art thou there?
Ah! Follow my voice! We'll try no manner here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come to the coast, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I follow fast, but faster than he fly. Fast followed am I on this dark and uneven way. And he will rescue me. Come, thou gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy grey light, I shall find Demetrius. Make this night.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for when I want, thou standest before me, shifting every place, and dares not stand nor look me in the face. What art thou now?
Come hither! I am here!
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt bite as dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my lengths on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! Abate thine hours! Shine comforts from the east! And sleep, which often shuts sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad. Ha!
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedappled with dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known, that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Now sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy able cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Mustard Seed?
Ready?
I'll scratch my head, Mustard Seed. Where's Cobweb? Good Mistress Cobweb, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-tipped tumblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good mistress, bring me a honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, good mistress. Where's Mistress Maud?
Here.
Give me your leave. Pray you, leave your courtesy.
What dost thou desire?
Nothing but to help cavalry Mustard Seed to scratch. For I am such a marvelous ass. I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's hear the tones and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
I have a great desire for a big bottle of hay. But do not let your fairies disturb me, for I have a great exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be all the wedding away. So doth the woodbine and the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
good Robin, seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do usually pity. People are meeting her late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her, and fall out with her, when she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. And that same dew, which sometimes on the bud was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty flowered sides, and did their own disgrace bewail. And now I taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her a changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now that I have this boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of eyes. And, gentle Robin, take the transformed scalp from off this Athenian swain, so that he, awaking when the other do, shall back again to Athens repair. Think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. And now, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought, I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of these 5%.
Music, hum. Music such as charming sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in enmity, and will tomorrow midnight solemn dance in Duke Theseus' house tranquilly, and there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Duke Theseus all in jollity.
Very Lord, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Ah, then my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping, here was found, with these mortals on the ground?
Go one of you and find out the forester. For now our observation is performed, and since we have the vaywit of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, upon that mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of my hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood creek they made the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountain, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so fluid and so sanded, with ease that sweep away the morning dew, crook kneed and dew left, slow in pursuit but match in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never charlotte, no hard, no cheek with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, and this Demetrius, and this Helena, all the daughters of Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came in grace of our solemnity. But speak ye, Jesus, is this not the day Hermia gives answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Well, go bid the huntsmen and wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine is past. Begin these couples but the woodbirds now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. Stand up! I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazingly. Half asleep and half waking. But as yet I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and so bethink me. So here it is. I came with Hermia hence. Our intent was to be gone from Athens where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius. Thereby had defeated you and me. You of your wife and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury followed them, fair Helen, in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as remembrance of an idol god, which in childhood I did dote upon. Now, all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear anon. Aegeus, I shall overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these lovers shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We shall hold the feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable like far-off mountains, turned into clouds.
Methinks I saw these things with parted eye, when all things seemed double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel. Mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think that the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And they did bid us to follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let's follow them. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Aye.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus, hi-ho! Peter Quince, Ruth the bellows mender, Snug the joiner, Snout the tinker. God's my life, stolen hence and left me to sleep. Methought I was, and methought I had. There's no man to tell me what I had. Methought I was an ass. I'll have Peter Quince to write his ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I will sing it at her death. Yeah.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet? Huh? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of, Pharaoh doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marked. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There's not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Aye, and the best person too. He has a paramour of a sweet voice.
You must say paragon, for a paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and many lords and ladies more married. Our sports had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, master! Almost great thing! Almost happy hour! Masters, I am to this correspondence. But ask me not what for, if I tell you I am no true Athenian. Let us hear, sweet bottom. Well, I will tell you everything right as it fell out. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get you your good ribbons to your perils, your good ribbons to your perils, and your good ribbons to your perils. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Our players preferred. Enough. Oh, and masters, please eat no onions, no garlics, for we are but to utter sweet breath. Enough. Away. We will show our play. Go. Yay.
More strange than true, I never may believe. These antique fables nor these fairy toys. The lover, the lunatic, and the poet of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than the vast hell can hold, that is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. And the poet's pen in a fine frenzy rolling, thought glance from earth to heaven, from heaven to earth. And as imagination parties forth, and of things unknown, it gives them a local habitation and a name. Or in the night, supposing so clear, how easy is the bush supposed to bear?
So all the story of the night told over, their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses and fancies images, and it grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle prince, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than twas, waiting your board, your walks, your bed.
Come now, what mass shall we hear tonight? What nightly revels are in hand? Where is our usual manager of mirth? Fill us straight.
Here, my Ephesius.
Say, what abridgment do you have for us this evening? Is there no play to ease the English hour, if not with some beguile?
So please agree to the polite his address.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it was our goodwill, that each should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. This is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come minding to content you. Our true intent is off for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow does not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stops. A good moral, my lord, is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Me, he hath failed his pull up like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all distorted. Who is next?
Gentle, good chance to wonder at the show. What went wrong? Shall truth make all things plain? This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man was diamond so cast built to that wall. That vile wall which stood these lovers asunder. And through wall's tink, all souls the architect to whisper. After which, let no man wonder. This man was lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, planted moonshine. This lover, you would know. By moonshine, did these lovers think no scorn? To meet at Nina's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hides by name. Trusted Thisbe, coming first by night, and did scare away, or rather, did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and lying vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet, youth, and tall, and finds his precious Thisbe's mantle slain. Where that was blade, which bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. And that fine moonshine and lovers this way and life is gone, while here they do remain.
I wonder if lion be to speak.
No, no, my lord. One lion may, with many asses be.
In the same interlude, as thus before, that I, once now by name, present a wall. And such a wall, as I would have you think, that has in it a cunning hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, do whisper often, very secretly. This moon, this rough cast, this stone, doth show that I, once now by name, present a wall. And such a wall, as I would have you think, that has in it a cranny hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, do whisper often very secretly. This loom, this rough cast, this stone, does show that I, once now by name, present a wall.
Oh, grim looking night!
And such a wall, as I would have you think, that has in it a cranny hole, or chink, through which the lovers, do whisper often very secretly.
Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And now wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. And now wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Show me thy chink. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe I see. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Though all methinks being sensible should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue, and she used to come down. As I told you, yonder she comes. O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for stones with cracks and handles up to thee. I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe! My love! Thou art my love! I think. Oh, think what thou wilt. I am trusty still. And like Lymander, am I trusty still? And I like Helen, till the fates me kill. Not Shapheless to Procris was so true. As Shapheless to Procris, I to you. Oh, kiss me through the vile hole of this wall. Wilt thou in Ninny's tomb meet me straightway? Tight life! Tight death! I come without delay.
Have I wall, my part discharged so, and doing I, once now by name, present a wall, and such a wall, as I would have you think, that as it is a cranny hole. You wish that I was Pyramus and Thisbe, Where's Robin rushing in?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discoursed, my lord.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The worse are no worse, but are shadows now, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they themselves, they may pass for excellent men. But here come two noble beasts and a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor may now perchance will quake and tremble and fear and blind, rough in wildest rage that will. Then know that I one snug rejoiner am a lion's spell, nor else no lion's down. For if I should as lion come with strife into this place, twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of a good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is very fox for his valor, true and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the whole moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the whole moon present.
Myself
the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in the snow.
It appears by his small life and discretion that he is in the way. But yet in courtesy, in our reason, we must stay the time. Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
The lantern for all these are in the moon. But silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Mimi's tune. Where's my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines the good grace.
Well mouse, lion, and so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright, for by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, dear! Oh, dear.
There, the moon
Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Approach, thy furies fail. Quail, crush, conclude, and quail.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
be true, my heart, I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, this thou lion's vile hath deflowered, my dear, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, come down, out sword, and wound the babbler Pyramus.
Thus. My soul is in the sky. Moon.
This love don't just
take thy flight. Now die. 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 Die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace for him, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
Outcast, Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes now, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she cannot use a long one for such a pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A moat will turn the balance. Which pyramid for Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God wants us. She for a woman. God bless us.
Ah, I had spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means. Proceed.
A truth must cover thy sweet eyes. Gone! Lovers, make moan! His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore since you have sure, with shears, his threading silk. Come, now on! Come, trusty sword! I rescue you!
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I am wall too.
No, I see. The wall is down there, father. We're pleased to see the epilogue.
No,
no
epilogue, I pray you. Never excuse, never excuse. For when your player is all dead, there need none to be blamed. Merry it would have been that he that Bridget had played pyramids and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter. It would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly, a very notable discharge. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I'm afraid we shall eat this. Sleep is coming on. Lovers to bed.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plummet snores, all with weary task foredone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the breath that lies in woe, in remembrance of his shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves, all gaping wide, everyone that's hopeless sprite, in the churchway path to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple haycot's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hollow house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now until the break of day, Through this house each fairy stray, to the best bright bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. And so shall all the couples three, ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mold, hair lip, nor scar, no mark prodigious such as are. And despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field to consecrate, every fairy take a gate, and each several chamber blessed, through this palace, sweet peace, and the owner of its rest, ever shall in safety rest. Troop away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, not to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night until you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends. Oh, and Robin shall restore amends. Ha 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 ha!